All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Phlox'em. We're doing more of our Road to Vegas. Switching things up here, going into one of our PV decks, Warlock Hussa Termin Zenith. Very fun deck, a little bit low on the creature control, I think, but it has a Maverick Clonal Witch, which this card is already just like such a crazy card. It's very fun, one of my favorites from the set, but have it Mavericked in this is very fun. Um, Other than that, though, I think the deck has a learning curve, and I need to figure that out before I can say if it's good enough or not yet. But the trick is, I think mainly the creature control is what you have to really figure out. I don't think this is really a starting hand we want. Only one creature feels rough. So how about no creatures? They've got some interesting stuff. Soul locks. We do want to hang on to that hawk, I think. Triple Scutum with Order, Salvatorum, and Curse the... Okay, so lots of scary artifacts, but we actually have lots of artifacts to play. This is very, very awkward starting hand, though. I don't like this at all. Looks like they're having some connection troubles, though, so we'll see how this goes. Other things about this deck. So again, we saw the Moon Cursor with the Untamed Pip. Pretty fun, especially with like the Chonk Evermore. You can make it bigger. It's got some decent stuff in here. Ambermancy to go with the Chonk is good. The Lost in the Woods is very good. Miasma. This one does not have a Hoodwink though. Okay, what are we doing first here? I think we just play the Predatory Lending and then throw Consequences under heads. Playing this stuff just doesn't help us at all right now. We have a creature. Kind of hoping they play an artifact now so we can hawk it. Go back into shadows would be fine, although they might not have a creature if they play more than one. Okay, so Tricerian Legionary means it's probably just going to pop the ward if they play another. All the warding. Okay. See if they do more here. This is one where I do need to be careful about the timing of some of these fate effects because we have one that's end of turn. So if you have a couple fate effects like Thunks where it's like exhausted creatures, that does not help you. This one, these two are going to be when they play creatures, so that can be better. Okay, so they choose not to do anything with that. This is going to purge an exhausted friendly creature. So this is not getting purged anymore unless it fights first and then does stuff. They don't have a lot of amber here. Gosh, this hand is just rough. I guess we just purge an Eddy. I don't think I want to... Maybe I can't just purge the Predatory Lending. Doesn't feel great, but we do have ways to shuffle these back in. I just think the shadows is going to be more important. We actually got the 2 windrows, so that can get us stuff pretty quick here. So, Bondsman. Argument for putting Thunk in there. So I do have to purge the Bondsman Belvin. That's fine. And they just get our Chasm Vespid, which Chasm Vespid, holy cow. Talk about a card that can be underrated. Its fate effect is insane. Especially if your opponent is playing like a lot of capture. I was able to win a game by basically putting Chasm Vespid under Signs Point to Yes, and they had a Drumble in the middle of their board. So it's just like if they went to check for key 3, I won the game no matter what. It was pretty nasty, gotta say. Still none of our artifacts down. This may just be Untamed here, I think, and then we'll put this under Tails. Vivid Fairy. Let's Windrow. Throw a Grave Bounty back in. Windrow for another Grave Bounty. And then Tails under, or Brutal Consequences. I could do this one, but I want them to actually have Amber first. Swords are going to be a problem. Again, don't have like a crazy amount of damage in this deck or creature control. Do have some splash damage, and then this Warfaline Ping. Oh, Cryptic Collapse. Just a ridiculous card. This set. Like, I just don't know why they thought this many big swingy cards was actually what people wanted. We are not stopping the key. Because we can't destroy this. Yeah, crazy. Huh, that worked out well. And I think we'll go ahead and we gotta hold it. There is definitely a chance they don't play creatures next turn. Or they don't gain Amber and just play creatures. Go back into Saurian. Here's Marcella. City Gates to blow that up. We do have our Hawk now, just fine. They still didn't gain any Amber though. Might just be a Lost in the Woods. And so I don't think we're doing any fates. Which feels bad. So this is again one of those reasons why I really like Color Bearer, for the ability to just purge stuff like this before it has an effect, but it takes so much setup. Okay, there's Banish. I think that's fine. Still have another Hawk. Ooh, there's Atrocity. That could be bad if that hits an Untamed. Oh, of course it hits Untamed. This one I think we can do now. Fall Guy tucked. I guess we could have done Parasitic too. But one of these will go off if they play any more creatures, so we should have one to play next turn. I feel like we're just wading through. What a dumb card. It's just ridiculous. Like, I guess I should just not play creatures. Okay, so there goes City Gates. There's a Scudam on Atrocity. That's unfortunate. Valeria fights there. And let me guess, they just don't play any more creatures. Don't remember what that prophecy was now. Brutal Consequences? Purge an exhausted creature. Okay. Oh, it hits Untamed again. What the heck? We can at least do this now. Or this. Oh, I actually should flip it to this. That's the one I gotta remember. This is an Amber control card. I might as well put it under the thing that triggers if they get above 6 Amber, or to 6 Amber or more. There's the Cursed Loot, so we could go into Shadows this turn and just take that out. Oh, or they will hawk it themselves. Still might be a Shadows turn. I might have to give this one up. Them having my Chasm Vespid is actually a really big issue with this deck. But this Atrocity not getting destroyed is really the killer. Okay, there's a few things gone at least. We also just have not gained Amber. Oh, we did it. They just stole it all with a dumb card. Okay, that stuff goes on Scudum. Have to call dis, so we can't stop the key no matter what. So go ahead and play this. Discard and discard this. So if you want to give me Atrocity, go for it. We probably lose here just because of that Scudum Atrocity. We don't have a good enough way to kill it. I don't think I had anything worth. Oh, or they'll just give it to me. Cool, thank you. Did they have a way to bounce it? I don't think so in this. Oh, banish. And then they get the Amber. So it could actually work out for them. Because I don't think we can play around the banish. But we actually get to choose our house this turn, which is pretty nice. Oh, they do have the banish. No. Come on. Look at to choose a house this turn. Do shadows. Or could do dis. That gives them a chance to soul lock though, so I think we have to go shadows. Lock. Let's do. We are 100% that they are starting their turn or ending their turn with enough Amber for check. And Furnace is probably not going to be enough to stop them though. House change to Saurian, okay. So they might be able to capture a bunch on here and then send it over. This is the weird thing, like, Pied Viper is such an interesting card. I really like it. I think it's a very interesting card design-wise. Oh my gosh. Oh, I did it again. I'm so sorry, everyone. I am supposed to be on this layout, and I have now recorded, this is my 3rd episode. Actually, this is like my 6th one. I already trashed the first half of them because they had that issue, and I'm not going to trash this half because I just can't keep recording forever. That makes me so frustrated with myself. Okay, so they can ship the Amber over here now. They give me Marcella. Fight the Pied Viper. Yeah, I mean, we just got nothing here. We get 1 key, but they're already flipping the deck even, so we don't even get to do much with this Inverness. I think we had an awful starting hand. That did not help. But this is where, like, with this deck, it's just hard to pinpoint even, like, what the issue is. Maybe it's just not enough creatures or something, or too many small creatures that die to creature control. I don't know. We might try one more. But again, very big apologies for camera being in the wrong place. I will do better at that going forward. That was for the intro to these videos that I did. I had it in a different spot, so it was bigger and easier to see and stuff. And now it just, yeah. Anyways, let's see. It looks like camera still isn't quite centered there. There we go. This might be one of my first PV ones to drop off the list. It looks really fun and cool. Triple Eddy, Maverick, Clonal Witch, Infernus, Parasitic Arachnoid. The Untamed is not amazing. It hit the Atrocity hitting Untamed twice. Like there was a lot that didn't go our way that game, but I think it speaks to bigger issues. Maybe I shouldn't be fading Brutal Consequences as much as playing it, but for the bigger creatures, it doesn't really do a whole lot. I don't know. We'll see. We'll leave it on here for one or two more, but again, kind of like Color Bearer, there might just be decks I have that are doing the same thing but better, so we'll see. But thank you so much for watching. Again, let me know how badly I played that. There might have been way better lines than what I even saw. Otherwise, we'll see you next time on Phlox'em. Take care.